Practice has been very productive. We're still just kind of trying to get our flow in the offense and trying to get the new guys accustomed to some of our play calls and just how we play. A lot of competitiveness. We have a real competitive group this year, a group of guys that just don't like to lose, and we can see that when we do live drills. So just looking at that, you know, we're actually looking very good right now. I'm excited.
How different are you guys going to look? I mean, obviously, personnel-wise, you're going to look way different, but how different are you guys going to look on the floor?
Well, you know, we have, 8 newcomers, so, you know, we have a lot of guys that, haven't, played for us a lot yet. So, I mean, we're going to have, just different variety of guys out there. We're still going to be playing the very same pace that we always do, playing fast pace, sharing the ball. But, I mean, honestly, we're just going to be, it's going to look very new.
With that said, there's the 2 or 3 of you guys that are familiar to the system. Have you found yourself, Jay, don't do that with my light, man.
What'd I do?
You're okay.
Oh.
Again, get to that. The 3 of you who know the system, have you found yourselves being teachers as well?
Oh, yeah. Well, Coach always, tells us to lead, not have him do all the work. So, when guys are struggling with stuff, we try to step in and help them with plays or where to be on offense, where to be on defense. So our leadership has definitely grown this year, because we have so many new guys in our program.
Do you see this as still a work in progress, or do you see the progress being made where once that first one that plays for keeps goes, that you guys will be where you have to be right off the bat?
Oh, every day, we're just focused on getting better. So, every day we're trying to be we're a work in progress. But, the more we continue to pay attention to details and just continue to work hard and just continue to listen, I feel like we're going to be where we want to be when we want to be where we want to be. If that makes sense.
It does. Trust me. I'm good with you guys.
Did the trip overseas help with the camaraderie, to get you guys more acclimated to each other and to more of a brotherhood, I guess?
Oh, definitely. For a lot of us, it was our first time going overseas, and Coach gave us a lot of free time to look at stuff, go out to eat. So we all went in groups. We never went alone, and just hanging out with different guys and just learning more about each other, not just basketball-wise, but even like in their family life, personal life. It definitely helped build our camaraderie.
How excited are you to get the season started?
I'm very excited. We have a great group of guys this year. We all been working hard from April to now, and I'm just ready to get it going.
How's it been out there?
They've been really good. I think we're about 14 practices deep right now, or 15. But yeah, they've been very good. Just keep learning every single day with our essentially 10 newcomers that can play this year, or 9 because BJ has to sit out. But they just keep learning every practice, and it's been going really well.
All right, senior year, they're probably counting on you for the leadership. I know you know how to be vocal because each year you've gotten a little bit more. Do you see yourself being even more so this coming season?
I mean, I'm always vocal to the younger kids on our team. I'm just trying to teach them the ways of how we like to play and how we need to play to be able to win.
From what you've seen, are they taking on what this team is about and what you guys are all about?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. And how have you seen it? How does that manifest itself? He's jerking my chain. Okay.
It was a yes or no question.
I know. I understand that, and very good on your part. But how have you seen it manifest itself?
Just through practice, it's been a lot easier. Just not having to re-coach them. They just kind of do it just on their own now, and it's just easy. Yeah, I'll just say that.
Is the pace of how this team is developing itself right now, where once you hit I realize those first 3 games are going to be Bears, but when you hit them, you'll be at your peak, or will you still need some time in the season to reach your peak?
I mean, we have a lot of newcomers, so it might take a little bit to settle in, but I think just through all the returners, teaching them up, that we'll be pretty good at the beginning.
What's the identity of this team going to be, do you think, when you guys take the floor for that first game?
I don't really know how to answer that question, but I'm going to say that we're going to score and play defense.
He's jerking your chain, too.
Is there anything, I mean, you told me at Media Day that this team kind of reminds you of, I think, your freshman year team. Is there anything in practice that you've seen specifically that kind of helped illustrate that example that you gave?
Just essentially we've just been moving the ball, and we just enjoy each other's companies just outside of the basketball. So it's been really fun.
It's going really good. We've gotten better every day. Newcomers are looking good. Returners are looking real good. And ready for the first game.
What's the biggest thing you've seen this team develop since you guys hit the floor for the first time in this season?
Probably our defense. Our defense has gotten a lot better, and we continue to do a lot of drills to get better at it. So probably our defense.
How much was that kind of emphasized in the off season? With that trip to Italy. Just being better on that defensive side of the ball, more consistent on that side of the ball.
It was like our biggest thing that we needed to get better at, because like we can score the ball, but like can we stop the other team from scoring is a big thing. Like that's how you win games and championships ultimately. So that was the biggest thing.
Has anybody surprised you in practice? Maybe one of the younger guys that's really stepped up and played well?
Yeah, probably Jared Godfrey. He's pretty good.
What's he
very
do well?
skilled. Huh?
What's he do well?
What's he do?
What's he do well?
Oh, he shoots well, dribbles well, passes well. He's pretty good. I mean, he's still got to get the small details and stuff, but he's looking pretty good. And obviously John Conchar as well. Looks good.
Per usual.
Yeah, per usual.
Are you guys going to hit the floor of those first 3 games as good as you can be, or are you going to be a little bit down the road?
Oh, no,
before you're at your top?
I think we'll be as good as we can be throughout the whole season. I mean, like I've said, we've gotten a lot better so far, and we're going to continue to get better. But I think those first 3 games will be as good as we can be. But I mean, obviously, hopefully, we get better throughout the season. But we'll be good, no doubt.
You guys have obviously been going at it for a couple weeks now with full practice. How much are you kind of itching to play somebody else and see somebody in a different color uniform?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely ready to play some other people. I mean, I like playing against my teammates, but it's a lot funner playing against other people, so I'm looking forward to it.
John didn't know how to answer this question, but what's the identity of this team going to be when you guys hit the floor this year?
The identity of this team. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question.
Score baskets.
Yeah, score a lot of baskets. Yeah.
Well, I'm really pleased with their effort, and not every day has been perfect, but that's the nature of this time of year. The difference between now and 15 years ago is, we're training with our guys all summer long. So October 15th, the excitement, brand new basketballs are pulled out. You start your season. It's not there anymore. But at the same time, it allows us to really develop our guys in the off season. So you get to see tremendous growth, and that's important to this group. I mean, we have 8 newcomers, 10 when you include Matt Holba and Marcus DeBerry. They've never played a game for us, and so it's been critical to have some really good growth throughout the off season. Summer leading into this fall, and I'm very pleased with the effort, and we've seen significant growth in the last week in particular.
Specifically, what did you see in the last week that really encouraged you?
Well, just a little bit better flow. I mean, we could throw 6 or 7 guys on the floor and get really good flow just through their experience, having played together last year and prior to that. But we don't put together a lot of those rosters right now. Now we're trying to train 15 guys, so we can get a good practice going, and we try and break guys up to create competition. And so you're only as good as your weakest link, and if there's somebody who's out of sync, out of flow, it can mess up what you're trying to do as a group. And so, guys have started to really catch on as we've kind of moved forward in the last week. So, just playing unselfishly, having good flow, not getting caught as a spectator, where you're watching the play, where we're cutting harder, we're being more aggressive instead of, kind of freezing and thinking, what do I have to do next? And so that flow is really critical to how we play and the pace we play.
The 2 guys you have back, the 2 key guys, how much have they sort of embraced this role that they're kind of like your coaches on the floor this year, especially early in the season?
They've done a really good job with that, and in their own ways. I mean, neither one of them are necessarily going to be pushing me out of the way at the podium today to talk to the luncheon. But they both, just because they work so hard, they have the attention of their teammates. They both have won a lot of games and have great respect there. They both are pros in how they operate in the classroom, off the court, on the basketball court, and so eyes are on them. I mean, as soon as I say a word, immediately guys look back at them, and giving credibility to what I'm saying, and they've been really good with that. And there's going to be some adversity that we go through this year. You look at the first 9 days of the year where you play UCLA, Ohio State, and Dayton, and you're going to have some adversity, particularly when you got 10 guys that have never worn a Don uniform going out there to play against that talent. So those guys are going to be critical there. But just good young men. They know what we do inside and out, and they're going to really step up to the challenge when adversity comes this year.
know that you've had a couple full weeks of practice. Do you have kind of a sense of what the identity of this team will be, or is it hard to tell that until you guys, take the floor under the legs?
Until we start playing some other people, it'll really be challenging. Until we start going through some rotations that might be a little bit more truer to what we're going to play. Right now, we've been breaking up more even teams, and we're gonna have a scrimmage here in about a week, and then an exhibition shortly after that. So we'll kind of gain a little bit of that. But we've had success with playing fast. We've had success being unselfish with the basketball. We've had success being able to get into the paint, live in the paint, and then play drive and kick and make open threes. And so those are things that we've recruited to. We train all off season with. That'll be our brand of play. We're looking for some different areas that we can improve defensively to maybe take some people out of rhythm, which I'm excited to see how that plays out as we play some new competition. But overall, really pleased with our development. But there's a long way to go, and I think this group is going to continue to progress all the way through February and March, and that's always exciting.
Has anybody surprised you, maybe in a positive way? Maybe one of the young guys in practice that maybe you thought was further ahead than you thought he would be?
It's hard to really separate any guys. I guess what surprised me more than anything, having done this for 20 years, is that no one's really disappointed me. And so I think that can create for great competition in practice. And so, there's no one that I'm saying, man, he's got a red shirt or he's 3 years out. Everybody has shown me so far, that they're going to be really nice players in our program over their careers. Whether that's immediately, whether that's in 2 years, I don't know. That's when the lights come on when we play outside competition. But I'm really, really pleased with all of our newcomers and the guys back, their improvement after the offseason.
If I can ask you about a former Don, what was your reaction this weekend when you saw Bryson Scott was taken in the G League draft?
Well, it was awesome, and actually my two kids, my 10 and my 6-year-old, beat me to it on the phone call. I walk into the room, and they both were on the phone with Bryson congratulating him, and got to talk to his family as well. It's an exciting time for him. That's a dream to be a pro basketball player. It's not quite there. He's got to make the team, and he understands that. But to play in the G League, associated with the NBA, is a great opportunity. And in the last 2-3 years, the league has really raised its level and stature with the two-way players. And for him to be in Toronto is pretty cool too. I mean, it's a drivable trip. If you know Bryson, he loves Fort Wayne, and his parents love to watch him play as well, and his family loves to come out in droves. So being a car ride away will be pretty cool for him. But I'm excited to watch him continue his career.